And
Welcome to Illustrate Radio.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original.
Illustrate Radio now.
I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cash.
Bring that ass here, boy. Turn it up. Fuck you, man.
Welcome back. It is Women Crush Wednesdays with your favorites. I got my girl T Gray. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
Happy
It ain't-
Wednesday. Okay, let me make sure I'm together because I was just together on the screen and now I'm not. But anyway, before we get into all of the glitter and glam, which is us, we got to take care of house first, like T Gray always loves to say. And I'm definitely taking some inspiration from her today and hopefully feeding off of her energy as well, too.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to our new home, WEMS Radio. They are the station that is powering us. Bigger shout out to Illustrate Radio. Of course, y'all make sure y'all follow us on all major platforms. We are on your Roku TV, 7 on demand. We are on your YouTube, your Spotify, your Twitch. Google us, you shall find us. And make sure y'all check us out every Wednesday on Roku TV at 8 o'clock, just in case you missed this Wednesday, which is cool. Or live at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays as well. So before we get started, I am going to dive right in, but I want to make sure that I welcome T Gray in properly and everything. So how was your Wednesday start? Oh, well, not your Wednesday. Actually, we're pre-recording the show, so I'm not gonna not doing that.
So my Wednesday,
How's your day today?
my Wednesday has actually been really long. It's been a long one. It's been a long one. Look, and we are doing this right now through the grace. Amen.
Yes, we are.
But it's okay though, because I'm here to have a good time. We're here to talk some shit tonight. We're gonna have some fun. We got a dope guest in the building.
Yeah, we have a super dope guest in the building by Shay.
Yeah, so I look
Named Shay. I said Shay. I'm sorry. Chase, don't burn me for that. Chase Monet, which he will be on at 8:30 on the second half of our show, and I'm super excited about that. So welcome.
yes.
But before we get started, I definitely want to dive into my luck. Great day. So it's just my luck that I was able to take a situation that I wouldn't even say situation because it's very hard to come back. You can't come back from that. I was able to try to find some sense into what happened to two people that I know. One which I was close with, one which was a classmate as well, who passed away on Friday, taken away from us brutally, and their mothers, and they have children. And this weekend I just was in a slum, and I didn't know what else to do but naturally to love on my children even harder because they were also mothers. So rest in peace to Mickey, rest in peace to Kimberly. And I honestly don't know how to feel, but to love on my babies even more. And this whole situation was extremely, extremely sad. I'm trying not to cry right now, so I'm not going to do it. But I just want to tell everyone to, love on your children, love on your family. Don't spend any time in hate because it doesn't do anything but bring more hate. It's very hard to try to understand a loss like this or just a loss, period. So the only thing we should focus on is what we actually can focus on. And that's all I could do was just focus on my baby. So love on your family harder, make amends. Because you never know. You could literally be going to work and you not make it back home today. And your kids are not able to ask you, mommy, when are you coming home? They will never be able to, they won't be able to feel that again. I mean, so just appreciate life for what it is. And try to make the best of it every day. Be the best person that you can be the best human that you can be. wow, I'm still stuck. I don't even know what to say. But anyway, love harder. Okay. And that's gonna be it for just my luck, because I really did not feel lucky this weekend. I just lucky now I have perspective. I feel lucky that I am able to still hug my babies every day. And I'm still able to tell my mom that I love her, even though she drives me crazy. It just gave me a lot of perspective. And I can definitely genuinely appreciate that. It's very hard for me to talk right now. So I'm definitely going to pass this on over to my beautiful co-host.
Oh,
And yes, I
Puddin'.
need some of
Oh,
that
oh, I'm
energy.
so
Hot
sorry. And
now.
it is so often that my love and kind of spill over into you're just my luck, or you're just my luck today is spilling over into my love and um um oh, this is so apropos. Today's love and was love and growing past the pain. Woo. Um
Wow.
That's crazy. I'm so
This-
sorry that you're going through what you're going through. But the reason why my love and was what it is today is because tomorrow's my daddy's birthday. And my dad died in January. It has been a trial a little bit, you know what I mean? But in my grief and in my growth, I have learned to just love past this pain that I feel. And so what I've done most recently, you guys, a lot of you don't know this. I do a lot in and around the realm of comedy, but you've never seen T Gray on stage, and I just started hitting stages. Whoop, whoop. So um that is the way that I have chosen to love past my pain. I've chosen to take it to the stage. I've chosen that to be my place of healing, and for that to be my place of comfort, and for that to be my counsel, um, for so many different reasons. One, because I see how it heals other people, but then also because this is something that my daddy always wanted to do. My daddy always wanted to be a comedian. He always wanted to be on stage. He always wanted to be in the limelight. It's footage of him doing all kinds of shit, and footage that I can't even watch yet, you guys. Not yet. It's still fresh. Okay.
Yeah.
But because it's his birthday tomorrow, it's like it's just sitting in on me a little bit differently today. It's sitting in on me a little bit differently this week. And it's so very interesting how this has really come to be. Not only have I used this, like I said, to get up there and be therapeutic, but I didn't start writing until my daddy died. And when I tell you all that, it was like an overflow, something that I couldn't control, just picking it up. And I wrote at least 10 to 15 minutes of material the first time I put the pen to the paper. And so now, as I'm going through this phase of I'm grieving through my writing, I'm grieving through being on that stage. But sometimes you have to find that thing. You have to find that one thing that's going to help you to love through that pain. This shit do hurt. It do hurt. It's going to be plenty of times that you're going to want to cry. It's going to be times you're going to need to pull over. It's going to be times you're going to need to just smoke a J, take a drink, whatever the case may be. I'm not knocking it, none of those things. But the reality of it is you have to find something that you love to help push you, pull you through. You have to have something that you're able to focus on, because as you grieve, don't allow your grief to pull you down. Allow your grief to push you up. You'll be surprised at how much strength is actually in that phase of grief. And that's something that I'm learning as I get on these stages. And I'll share this personal story. I know I'm running over my 3 minutes, but I'm going to share this really quickly. The first day that I decided to just go ahead and go do it, I was so beside myself. I had been nervous, wasn't really sure that I could handle it. And I have great friends that are comedians, great friends, some of the best comedians in the country. And one of them reached out and was like, yo, what you gonna do, T? And I'm like, man, my stomach is in knots and I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm scared. And he said, do it for your pops. And in that moment, in those 3-4 words was like all the strength that I had looked for was right there in that. And I got up there and I did it for my dad. And when I get up there every other time, I think that my dad is sitting there laughing, sitting in the audience. And I'm telling you that this is my healing process. So you can love through your pain. I love the mic, y'all. I love the mic. Never did I think that the mic was going to be something to save me or guide me or counsel me. But that's exactly what it has become. So find something that you love to help push you, pull you through this pain. It could be done.
Oh, I'm sitting here wiping my, you see my eyes, because I was like, I had to get the towels, like, let me wipe my face off, because wow, that was such a beautiful message. So much love and light in that. Wow. I'm glad that you actually found your platform. I'm so happy for you. And I cannot wait to see you on stage.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all niggas
see yourself. I'm gonna let y'all see yourself. But it's crazy how the world works, right? And how energy is always felt, and how we literally did not speak to each other pretty much all day via text message here and there, but not about what we're going to talk about.
Right.
And it, for the past couple of weeks, every time we get on, it has been very cohesive in that manner. So that means that we're on the same frequency, even though we're probably on one end or the other, another spectrum, but we're definitely on the same frequency for sure. Talking about being on the same frequency, we're going to get into our spit. We come back? Okay. All right. I was like,
only for a second. It's only for a second.
Okay, y'all. See, y'all know how I feel about these cartoons and TV and everything, and how I really feel as though the LGBTQ community has striked again, y'all. So now Superman's kid is bisexual. I guess everybody's having a coming out story on the show, because prior to the new Superman coming out as bisexual, Tim Drake, better known as Robin. Everybody knows who Robin was, right? So,
right.
Yes, he was also too bisexual, but now they're saying, I've always said everyone needs a hero and everyone deserves to see themselves in their heroes. And I'm very grateful DC and Warner Brothers decided to share this with us. Okay, cool. I can't even finish reading this because I'm really not for this story. But
so I'll hop in.
Yeah.
Let me turn my paperwork around. Okay, so you can see what she's talking about. So first, I am a comic book fan. Definitely more Marvel than DC, but you can't take the comics out the girl. I love it. The comics, for the most part, as I was growing up, has always been a hetero space. In the 90s, going into the 2000s, and even more so now, of course, there is another voice in the comics of the LGBTQ community. I don't knock it. This is where I kind of draw the line a little bit. I feel like society in general over sexualizes everything.
It doesn't
everything happen. So on the back end, I feel like your comics too, bruh. That's how I feel. Now I know it might sound fucked up. I know all the people in the alphabet gonna be like, well, damn, bitch, why would you say that? But that's for real. I feel like, damn, the comics too, bro. I feel like it's so here, it's so out there. We're in a world where you could be anything you want to be. You want to wake up a woman and be a man tomorrow, god damn it, you could do it. You want to wake up a man today, be a girl tomorrow, god damn it, you could do it. Like we're in a society that you can be whatever it is you want. I don't feel like sexuality should be pushed upon. That's and I know what it is to want to see people who look like you. We're Black women. We understand. You know what I'm saying? Barbie ain't had a Black Barbie that long. Like we understand what it means and what it represents to see someone to look like you, to talk like you, to walk like you. But
You could
maybe in the comics not have your tongue down another person's throat. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Maybe not that.
Yeah. Maybe that's my thing, is that I don't remember sex being a part of the comic book world. I remember people having little crushes from a distance, and you did the heart, and they had the little heart symbol, that type of thing. But it was never, I'm kissing you, I'm feeling on your butt.
I ain't seen Batman kiss nobody.
I have
You ain't never seen the Green Lantern kiss nobody. Superman, like I've never seen in a comic book anybody kiss. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that when it's gay or lesbian, transgender, why is it always super sexual too? Why? Why you can't just have two girls that you understand that they're together? Like it's cartoons and stuff on Netflix and things like that, that there's an understanding that these two people are together. One of my favorite kid movies that I watch with my daughter is Mitchell's Against the Machines. The main character, the daughter, you have an understanding that the daughter is gay and that she's interested in a girl in college, but what you do not see is them kissing, hugging, touching, holding hands, but you have an understanding that that's their dynamic. Like, I feel like, of course, you want to see yourselves in all aspects. It's that's okay. But I feel like everything doesn't have to be hypersexualized. And why does gay equal hypersexual? That's a bigger question. Why do those two things have to operate?
Exactly, my sentiments. Exactly. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, my sentiments exactly. Okay, so talking about being over sexualized and doing a little too much touchy. Kodak Black apparently groped his mother I guess they were at a birthday party or an event this past weekend, and it was on live. Was it on live? Did they say live? Either way,
it did go viral. Somebody made a video. Somebody was taking a video.
It definitely went viral. He groped her a couple of times while they were dancing, even once when she walked away, and it was playful and everything like that. And this is what I'm going to say to people who are not aware that Kodak Black is also Jamaican. He came straight from Yard. I think he went to high school up here for a little bit, but he's definitely Caribbean. Usually you don't see that a lot in the Caribbean culture as far as like groping of the mothers. I see that more in the Trinidadian, Guyanese culture where they be dancing with their mothers. Like that's that's a part of the culture. But I'm not gonna hold you. My son has done it to me, slap my butt or whatever. That's just kind of, it's not a thing, but it's not something to make a big deal out of. Let's be serious. 90% of us have seen our parents butt naked. Not maybe our parents, our mothers for sure. I don't know about the dads, but I ain't never seen. I don't want to see that shit. But my mom, I definitely saw her, naked a couple times growing up. And yeah, do I walk past my own mother today and slap it and she hates it and it drives her crazy and she really will probably really get mad at me when I do it, but I don't care and I do it anyway? I do that. So am I weird for doing that? No, I do that to my friends. That's just what it is. It's a culture thing. Yes, I don't think he should have did it the way he did it, because they saying that he groped it and then slapped it and then this, and then they attempted to kiss on the lips. That's weird. But I
no, you said it's cultural.
It is. It is, because I also know cultures, and even I have cousins and stuff. Well, not cousins, but I have a cousin who he's very affectionate, and he does that. And it is not frowned upon. People, you can shun away, you can look, but it's not something that's made out of a big deal. In the Trinidadian culture, if you ever go to one of their events, you will see all the family members, sisters, brothers, mothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, and I mean dancing, not like a little two-step, but I mean, winding up, okay? And yes, it happens. It's only because we're not used to it while it's a big deal. What are your thoughts? Okay, there you go. So what are your thoughts, Boo?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was a bit much.
Yeah, I didn't see the video.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was a bit much. And so I get that, hey, it's a cultural thing. I get it. In my culture, I mean, my mom got a big old ghetto booty. I don't grab my mama ass like that. And it's grabbable than a motherfucker. Okay, I wish I had my mama's ass. I did. Have I popped it? Maybe, probably. Talking shit. Oh, and I pop my daughter all the time. Both my daughters got ghetto booties. I don't know how this shit skipped me, but
It's to this generation. It went to the
our daughter always be like, "Mom, why you hit me?" Just because I fucking feel like it. I do. But can I tell you that I feel like that was not that? Can I tell you that I ain't never grabbed my mom's ass in such a way that it lingered? Can I tell you that my daughter better not grab my ass in such a way that it lingered? My coworker, I'm gonna just get this out real quick. My coworker, my homegirl Kiki, love Kiki to death. To death. It's my girl. I didn't know Kiki was behind me. She came up behind me and grabbed my ass, quite similar to how Kodak grabbed his mama ass. My first thing is I'm cocking back. Bitch, I don't know who to, like, I'm gonna hit somebody. Like, don't grab me like that. And even, I don't know, it's just he looked creepy, adds to it. Like,
he does look creepy.
Why he gotta look like that when he do it?
He looked like a cartoon. You know what? I think he did a video where he made it cartoon. That's exactly who the fuck he looked like. He looks like a cartoon. And I disclaimer, everyone, I did not see the video. I literally just read the story as it was. Didn't see a thing about it. Okay. But Kodak, you look creepy. It is creepy. You shouldn't be doing no creepy ass shit like that.
So apparently he was just grabbing her ass just the whole night.
Yeah, multiple times.
Of course, and somebody says, somehow the video gets even more awkward. About a minute into their dance, Kodak Black's mom appeared to be walking away. And of course, he grabbed her ass again. Then when they were trying to leave, he grabbed her ass again. And then, like, maybe that is how they play, but I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. I do. And I don't feel bad about feeling that way. Like, I got a nephew. I love my nephew to death. Like, that's my dude. I go to the ends of the earth for this young man. He better not grab my fucking ass. And if he grab my sister ass and I says, Mama, I want to kick him in his chest. I'm going to kick him in his chest. And he's surrounded by fat asses all the time. His mama and his sister, they always be walking around half dressed, half naked. But he don't just get up and grab their butt. He don't. And he better not. I'll punch him in his chest.
Damar used to definitely do it to me.
Yeah, no. You remember the video that was online with the little boy? And I don't know if the little boy had on like lime green, or the chick had on like some lime green shorts or something. He's just rubbing her ass, just rubbing it. And everybody's, making it seem like it's so light, it's so funny. I don't think that those things are so light and so funny. And I'm going to tell you why. People will be so quick to...
the child as well.
Right, but people be so quick to hop on the things that happen to little girls. On a reverse, a lot of stuff happens to little boys. A lot of stuff. So for me, no, I don't find it cute. I don't find it funny that you are however young you are and somebody's making light of the fact that you rubbing on a grown-ass woman and that grown-ass woman is letting you rub on her. I don't. It's a lot of men now who are damaged because they were forced into sexual behavior. As kids, just like women, and that's the reality. It's so and maybe in my mind, I more think along those lines. Is it playful behavior between mother, son, whatever, cousins, whoever? Of course, there is some playful behavior, but I think that sometimes people need to kind of draw a line, especially when these kids are young. Because I'd be damned if you grow up to be a grown ass man still grabbing my ass. Grown ass man.
Yeah, I think again, disclaimer, didn't see the video. Kodak Black, you look weird, so the shit looks weird. And you're a grown ass man. And I'm sure even though you're kind of not my type, you're not my cup of tea at all. You somebody's cup of tea because you got a coin. So just go somebody else like that. Where your girlfriend at? Anyway.
Nowhere. She ain't nowhere. And got some coin. You know it's bad when you got coin and you still can't get a girl. She's nowhere.
She's nowhere. Definitely. Moving right along because I love to talk about good things, and it seems that my guy, the weekend, is very much into philanthropy. He has just been named the UN ambassador. He donated. Shout out to that! Look at that picture. My man look dope. Okay. The Blinding Lights hitmaker donated $1 million for food assistance to the branch of the United Nations towards the relief of Ethiopia. And if you're not familiar with this name, it really does sound Ethiopian, but it could be Eritrean as well. So I don't want to offend anyone, but it's Abel Tesfaye or Tesfaye.
Tesfaye. It's
Tesfaye.
Tesfaye, yeah.
Yes, he said he will use his platform to raise awareness for war and hunger. He has done so many awesome things. He donated $300,000 to victims in Lebanon. That were killed, like 200 people that were killed in the explosion in Lebanon. Last month, he was also honored with Quincy Jones for the Humanitarian Award. And he's helped plenty of other organizations with Black Lives Matter, Global Network, Colin Kaepernick, the Rights Camp Legal Defense Initiative, the National Bailout, as well as the COVID-19 release. Like, damn, this is what I call giving back and utilizing your platform for some good and actually supporting your home. I'm going to assume that he is from Ethiopia because that is definitely giving me Ethiopian name vibes, but it also could be Eritrean again. And
that's super Ethiopian.
Yeah, it is. His name is, and the fact that he's just supporting not just everyone across the globe, and especially our people of Hue. Shout out to you, the weekend. That's super dope.
People I don't think really understand that. A lot of times we see people just as entertainers. We only see them in the limelight. There's all this talk about, his performances, his videos, and how he looks, how he does things. But what this man is doing, he's done it so quietly.
Yep.
And I think that's really where the boss moves matter. Everybody don't have to know every move you're making, but the fact that you know that you're doing good makes all the difference. And when you are doing good and doing good for people, you do get recognized for it. So salute to him for being an OG already and doing big things.
That's what I'm saying. That's really good. So talking about bringing racial equality and things to light. I
hate to even talk about this right now, y'all. Somebody super close to me is a major Raiders fan. Raiders fans is depressed out this bitch.
I know they really about it. And again, I think that okay, so let me give you some backstory. Joe Gruden is definitely going to resign from being the coach of the Raiders. This comes as a very great disappointment as he has a long tenure with the Raiders family and everything like that. So I know y'all feel away, but the owners pretty much said he had to go. There were some emails that were released that had some racial slurs referring to players, even current players that are signed to the team, along with sexual preferences and stuff like that as well, calling people faggots and referring to, which is one of the players that were actually signed to the team. I can't remember his name. What is his name? Greg, Mike Warner or something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at reading ahead so I don't have to read from the script. You know what I'm saying? How am I doing? Am I doing okay? I think I'm all right because my memory is a little
fantastic.
But yeah, so the owners had talked and they just announced that he will be resigning from the Raiders. And I'm not condoning any of this. I'm not about to even try to act like I'm cool with it because I'm definitely not. However, he had such a long tenure and his rapport with the team, with most of the team outside of those two players or three players, seems to be pretty good. I think that people get a little comfortable, and sometimes you need a little bit of a reality check. And I think that he had he was comfortable enough to express himself in certain ways in email, and you shouldn't have been that comfortable because emails always come to bite you in your ass. Now, if you're saying something in conversation, Joe, cool, because I'm sure you probably say some wild shit out your mouth on that field, especially with such an aggressive team, or a team with with a name that carries a lot of weight. Let me say that, a lot of strength behind it. You probably felt a little comfortable. but they basically said, get your ass up out of there. So, T, what are your thoughts? Because I know you said you don't want to talk about it, but you better talk about it.
So here's the thing. And I was just having a conversation with a super Raiders fan. He's like, it's the Redskins' fault. Because if it wasn't for old Will and the Redskins and them doing the deep investigation, they would have never found these things. But the reality of that is everything that's in the dark at some point is going to come to the light. And in today's society, you guys, let's just take the last 5 years. How many times has this 5 to 10 years? I'll even spread it out. But how many times have you heard white coach, white owner, white GM, white whatever, making all these comments, whether they be racial, homophobic, what have you, in private, and then they're put on a public scale. And to me, it feels as if these people expect to not be judged. Y'all the same people who was giving Hillary Clinton mess about her emails. So here go your shit. Yes, deal with it, address it. What I can appreciate about Joe Gruden is that he didn't back away from it. He didn't try to act like it wasn't him. He just said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and resign. I've been a distraction. The team was doing so well. They started out the season 4-0. And then once this happened, okay, now they're losing games. So I can appreciate that fact. I also am kind of on the fence with everything that you're saying in private being held as a, public tar and feather. But the reality of it is when you assign yourself to these roles, when you're in these big positions, this is exactly what happens. So, you have to be cautious about what you say in the light, not in the light. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was something where the person thought that they were saying something off the record. It's never off the record. And as long as there's a electronic trail, which there's an electronic trail on everything we fucking do in this world for the rest of our lives, as long as there's a trail, it's on record. As long as I'm doing everything I'm doing on this laptop, everything I do on my phone, whatever I choose to use, it's an electronic trail. It's always on record. So to think that you're not going to go back, they was mad at Kevin Hart for something he said in what, 2001, 2000, come on now. So either choose your words more carefully since you made $100 million 10-year contract. So either choose your words more carefully or go sit your ass down. Like I feel bad for the fans. Yeah, I feel bad for the fans. And if it were my team going through something, well, my team did just kind of go through something because I'm a Texans fan. But I feel like at the end of the day, you have to be accountable. Joe Gruden is taking accountability. So it was nice seeing you, sir.
You're a Texans fan.
I am a Texans fan. And fix your face.
Okay.
Fix your face. I love my team.
So we're gonna cover this story, and then where unfortunately Chase is not logged in at the moment, and we kind of got to wrap the show up as well too. The good thing about talking about ethics and things like that is that he's out of there, and California decided to add ethics, an ethics course. Hold on, let me make sure because I actually want to cover this story. Good. They're going to make an ethics studies a requirement for kids to also graduate from high school. Officials are arguing back and forth, being very critical about race theory and truth about American history. I'm sorry. I still think that this will not have a lot of truth, but I feel like this is a good start in the right direction because it will be representing us in a truthful, like with African Americans, Native Americans, our Hispanic and our Spanish culture as well. So I'm, all the indigenous cultures. So I'm with that part of it and making a requirement cool. I just really hope that the textbooks reflect what is real truth versus what we were fed when we were in high school, which was bullshit. So shout out to California. I see y'all holding everybody liable up there. Like Las Vegas, the West Coast is like, oh, we holding it down because Vegas going to hold it down. And they making sure they make it ethics a powerful thing. So I'm so happy about that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. What's up with you?
You're right.
That's it. Look, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And we gonna end the show. I like that because a lot of people don't tell me that I'm right. I like the fact that you're like, you right, that's good.
You're right.
Just make sure y'all keep the facts in that black and white. And we will try to reschedule Chase Monet because I definitely am. Everything happens for a reason. So our DJ actually couldn't be here tonight as well. So we missed you, DJ Stiletto. Definitely missed you tonight. But we can't. I would feel like we did him an injustice if we weren't able to play his song because the song is actually so powerful. Talking about life and being appreciative of your children. I need for everybody to make sure y'all go check him out. I want to debut the song here, so I'm not going to give you all the deets, but I'm going to just tell you that it starts with the heartbeat of life, and I want everyone to focus on bringing love and life into every situation because we have the power to breathe life and we also have the power to take it away, and it's better so much more to give life than it is to take it. So I'm going to end on this note. I wanted to make sure that everybody's here back with us next Wednesday, live at 9:00 p.m. Y'all can catch us now on YouTube. I don't want any more excuses as to why y'all can't see us live because we are everywhere now. There is no reason why you can't log on and be interactive. And if there is a reason that is legitimate, which I will totally understand, you can follow us on check us out on our 7 On Demand channel on Roku TV. And again, all the other platforms. Fine, y'all can look for me at Magical AF Podcast. I am working on a new episode, but y'all know I'm not putting anything out that I don't feel as though it's felt. You know what I'm saying? It's not genuine. So y'all definitely look at that up. Oh yeah, and also my other page, which is down there too, Lucky_MAFP. I really don't want y'all following me there, but I don't mind, y'all liking the stuff, but all my podcast stuff is going to be on my podcast page. So y'all definitely check it out over there. T Gray. I know I just said a mouthful. Now I'm ready to stop speaking. I feel
it's okay, no problem. I gotta make this real fast. Y'all already know what it is. At the T Gray, at the Love Below _ Sex Talk with T Gray. Hit the website www.sextalkwithtgray.com.
Gang, and we out of here. See y'all next week. Bye.
This is breaking news.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original. I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cash.